$10,000 XRP isn't the top, it's the baseline. The thread the elites don't want you to read. Point 1. When people laugh at a $10,000 XRP, they're revealing just how little they understand about macro liquidity, real-world asset flows, and the true architecture of the next financial system. $10K XRP is not a moonshot. It's the bare minimum to fulfill its purpose. 2. What's XRP's purpose? Not flipping burgers on DEXs, it's to absorb global value. Treasuries, bonds, real estate, carbon credits, central bank liquidity, biometric data, derivatives. That's not theory, that's the blueprint quietly deployed through RippleNet, RLUSD, FedNow hooks, ISO 20020 to sync. 3. Tokenization is not a buzzword. It's Wall Street's full surrender to on-chain liquidity, $16 trillion in US treasuries, $1 to Q global derivatives, $300 to real estate, $1.6 trillion healthcare data economy, and what sits in the middle of this? A neutral, real-time, immutable settlement rail. XRP is being groomed for this role. 4. Ripple's new banking charter application is the missing piece. This isn't about being crypto-friendly. It's about becoming the apex node of a new financial mesh, regulated on the surface, but hyper-efficient underneath. Thanks to XRPL, think Morgan on steroids, minus the corruption. 5. Why pro-US? Because this isn't a globalist coin. XP is a sovereignty weapon, just like oil was in the 20th century. And with Trump-era insiders, Fed task force fingerprints, and State Department backchannel deals, XRP is the closest thing to a digital Bretton Woods asset. 6. Now factor in XDNA Protocol. A ledger-native token XDNA using XRPL to anchor genomic and biometric truth. RWA meets biodata. XRP settles the rails. XDNA locks identity. The convergence of finance and biology, and it's happening quietly under the US umbrella. 7. So why $10,000 minimum? Because XRP must provide deep liquidity for cross-border trade, absorb trillions in RWA volume, maintain a high value, low supply ratio to function as collateral, anchor biometric protocols like XDNA on-chain. That requires zero failure rails, any lower, and the system chokes. 8. $1 million XRP unthinkable? Not if XRP becomes the settlement layer for sovereign debt, interbank liquidity, and biometric proof of humanity. The elite laugh at this number publicly, privately. They're already positioning. 9. They don't need retail in this next system. They only need your consent or your silence. This is your exit window before the rails go private, before the institutions front run the world.